All right, so the Navy career, you join the Navy, go through boot camp, you go straight to BUDS. What BUDS class were you?
I started in 240 and then I rolled into 241.
Okay, what happened with that?
Booze.
No shit.
Yeah.
Do you drink now?
I don't. I do drink, but not much.
Yeah.
I have a glass of wine at the end of the night to wind down, and that's it.
I'm surprised you at what stage in training did you get? Was it post Hell Week?
Yeah.
Yeah, because before that they'd have shit canned you. I'm surprised.
Oh yeah. It wasn't actually for drinking specifically, but we got through Hell Week, and how everybody is. I think you're unstoppable after that, and I'm gonna fucking coast through now. And believe it or not, I failed the first phase exam.
No shit.
Yeah. And me and two other guys went out. SDSU's right around the corner. Went out partying, chasing chicks.
And you were fucking 19? 18, 19?
Yeah, 18 or 19. And I didn't study, and I fucking failed it and got rolled.
Oh, shit.
Yep.
I don't think I've met anybody that failed the first phase test until now.
Well, congratulations. Today is your day.
Fucking lucky day. God, that is fucking priceless shit. So you get performance rolled in the 241. Yeah. I feel like, who else was in 241 of note? I know everybody is, but isn't there somebody that's kind of prominent that's from 241?
Leif Babin was in 241. Cowie Mayoral, I don't know if you know him. Yeah. He was a really good friend of mine. Still is, even though we lost touch a lot. But he was in that class. Who else? Seth Stone, who passed not too long ago, was in that class. Yeah. A lot of good fucking guys in that class.
Do you remember what the number of graduates that were in that?
I believe it was 30 something.
Yeah. It's a pretty standard sized class. Anything in BUDS, funny stories or shit shows or anything? We all have a million of them, but anything that kind of pops out in your mind as being worth mentioning for all the people that follow you and are listening?
Oh man, there's a lot of them. I will say I've never told this story.
It's a mic drop exclusive. You heard it here first.
But it's not that great. But I remember in Hell Week, I just wasn't hallucinating. And I kept waiting for it to happen. I'm like,
so I started drinking.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, exactly. But I remember I didn't hallucinate until it must have been the second to last day or some shit. And I kept waiting for it. And I kept fucking starting these conversations with people that weren't happening. And the guys would get so fucking goddamn pissed off at me because we'd be in that stupid fucking boat, paddling around, and I'd be like, hey, did you wind up buying those shoes yesterday? Because if you didn't buy them, I'm gonna fucking go get them. I really like those fucking shoes. And they'd be like, what in the fuck are you talking about? And then it'd be something completely different. But so.
Did you have any of the fucking the trademark textbook actual no shit hallucinations? Yeah,
I did. I remember. What do they call that is it around the world?
Yeah.
We were in the bay, which is like fucking glass, and I thought there was a tidal wave coming, and I was Smurf crew, which we're almost always last. Well, we're fucking in first place at the time.
Yeah. For those of you listening, the Smurf crew, politically correct enough, is all the fucking short guys, the shortest handful of guys in BUDS. Because just for a little backdrop, with the boat crews, you got these inflatable boats. The IBS is inflatable boat small, is what that stands for. It's rubber boats that we run around and carry on our heads, and so boat crews in BUDS, specifically in first phase, are broken down. You're broken down by height. So if you got a guy that's 6'4" and a dude that's 5'6" with a boat on their head, obviously you can do the fucking mental math on that. It's not going to pan out so well. So they break everybody down into height. So the shortest 7 or 8 guys in the entire fucking class is what's called the Smurf crew. But everybody loves that shit. Go ahead.
Yeah, so we're paddling and we're like fucking, stroke and we're leading. And I was like up front and I just remember looking over and I saw this huge fucking tidal wave coming at me. So I just like dropped my paddle, stood up, and fucking jumped off the goddamn boat. I'm like, this is gonna tip over. I'm out. Fucking jumped off the boat, and as soon as you hit that fucking cold water, it's like you're right back. Like, oh shit, what the fuck am I doing in here? How did I wind up in the water? And they wanted to leave my ass because they were in first place.
Yeah. Did you try to warn anybody, or did you just want?
I just said, "Fuck it, I'm out of here."
Yeah, I'm not gonna fuck you guys. I'm out of here.
They were so fucking pissed off. But that and then I remember also I don't remember where we were at, but you know how many times like the dolphins or the
mermaids, fucking
the seals are like swimming right next to the boats and shit.
Yeah.
And I remember there was like a school of dolphin swimming right next to us, and of course, I thought it was fucking sharks.
Yeah.
So again, I'm up front and grab my paddle and stop stroking, and I start trying to fucking smack these damn dolphins because I think they're sharks. And then the next guy stands up and he's trying to, So
fucking, it's like the wave. One of the things I remember around the world, and again for those of you listening, I think is it Wednesday night or Thursday night? Thursday night. It's towards the end of Hell Week, so you've been up for 4 or 5 days at this point, and you paddle out on the ocean side of San Diego. You go out past the surf zone, and then you paddle all the way around North Island or the island of Coronado. So it takes you all goddamn night. So you start out in the ocean, you go all the way up by Point Loma, in through the mouth of the San Diego Bay, and then down way the fuck down south into it. And that's typically where a lot of people hallucinate because it's so far into Hell Week, A, and B, you're doing this monotonous fucking just droning on stroke, over and over. And that's really the only time in Hell Week where there's an extended period of time where instructors aren't in your ass.
Yeah.
And so all of those things combined, it's like a petri dish for fucking hallucinations. And I remember I jumped out of our fucking boat, but it was because I thought, I was convinced that a fucking semi was just barreling straight for us,
Holy shit.
I don't know what the fuck, like it may not even been anything, like it may not have, it could have been stars for all I fucking know, or maybe the skyline. I have no idea what triggered that in my mind, but same thing, like I was imagining this fucking semi just heading straight for us, and I dove right out of the fucking boat, and that was in the ocean too. But and I had some other weird squirrely, like I thought there was fucking mermaids and people swimming and weird shit. But
that could be fun.
Yeah, fucking mermaids. Smoke them if you got them. All right, so you finished with 241. No other problems going through buds at all in terms of performance or injuries?
No.
Did you have a wish list? Did you pick East Coast teams?
I did. I picked. I just wanted to go to Team 4. And that's because I'd seen some specials on the counter drug shit going on down in South America. And one thing that also drove me, I really was just like infatuated with Vietnam guys.
Yeah.
In the movies and in the real guys, and like the whole jungle warfare thing just really. Basically, I wanted to fucking go to Vietnam.
Yeah.
Like, that would have been my dream war.
Yeah.
And so I figured Colombia, South America, Bolivia, the counter-drug shit would have been the next best thing. And so they stuck me at Team 8.
Strike platoon.
Yeah.
When did 9/11, where was 9/11 during your career? What?
Right after boot camp. I had gotten a hernia right at the beginning of boot camp. I hit it all the way through. I had this big fucking knot that would
Oh shit.
Yeah, have you ever had one?
I haven't.
It's like this huge fucking balloon that just like pops out.
But it comes and goes, right?
Yeah, and I would just like push it back in.
Jesus.
And it was like probably half the size of my fist. And
Did you have
I was
to get surgery for it?
Yep.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't tell anybody because I was so fucking scared that they were going to drop me from the BUDS program,
Yeah.
the SEAL contract. And so, but at the end, it got so fucking big And, I didn't want anybody to think I was a fucking pussy either. So at the very end, like right before we graduated boot camp, I called the instructor over, and I was like, "Hey, I got this fucking thing going on, like, and
where was it popping out at?
Like right by the shaft, like not.
Can we see that?
Not in the sack, but right by, yeah. So it's like, and he's looked at, he's like, "Holy fuck, man!" And I was like, "Well, like, don't fucking. Do you think I need surgery?" And he's like, "You need surgery."
I'm not a fucking doctor, but yeah, you're fucked up.
And I was like, "Well, I'm not doing it. And if I'm gonna get kicked out of the Buds program," and he's like, "You're not gonna get kicked out of the fucking Buds program, dude. Like, go get your shit fixed." So, anyways, I went like immediately into surgery right after graduation, and I came out, and I don't remember how many days I was out because I was all drugged up, but I was supposed to fly home that day on sick leave or whatever the fuck they call it. And the taxi guy, I was taking a taxi to Chicago O'Hara, and I was all pissed off. I was like, "Where the fuck are you? I'm gonna miss my fucking flight." And he's like, "Dude, I don't think you're going anywhere. You need to fucking flip the news on." And I did. And right when I flipped it on, the second plane hit.
Wow.
And I mean, like I was like, "Holy shit." I mean, just like everybody. But at the same time, I mean, I was fucking 18 years old, man, and still too young to really, I think, realize the magnitude of what was in store for me.
Yeah.
And yeah, but it didn't change my course at all.
Was there an element of seriousness? I know you just mentioned that, like, it was beyond the pale of what you could really wrap your mind around, but did it make it more real for you at all?
It did, but it took a little bit. It took a little while for it to sink in.
Yeah.
I mean, I was all doped up on painkillers, but I knew. I think what caught me more than that was actually seeing the people I loved around me
Upset.
I think they knew what was in store for me before I did.
Sure.
If that makes sense.
Yeah. No, I mean, especially as, parents, I know, like, for me, I had been back, I was in between platoons. I was at Team 3 and was waiting on the next platoon to form up to jump in when it happened. So, like, I was driving to work at SEAL Team 3, on the West Coast. We were behind a couple hours. So I was literally, like, in traffic.
Holy shit.
In a fucking waiting to platoon up again. And so, and my first deployment, like SEAL Team 3 at that time, that was before Force 21. So, SEAL Team 3 was the fucking desert. It was the CENTCOM, that's the Central Command, the Middle East team, basically, is back then the teams were broken up into different regions, areas of operations in terms of expertise, operational expertise. Each team kind of had different parts of the world that they were responsible for, and SEAL Team 3 was the Middle East fucking team. So it was a pretty big fucking, holy fuck, like, but and I think similarly, I mean, for me at that time, I was 20, 21, 22, and I think it hit my parents and family harder than it did me. I mean, for me, like, we had already, the Cole had been bombed and we responded to that. So, it wasn't like there was some Disney World element lost on me or anything like that, to where it was like, what the fuck? This is actually, it wasn't that. I mean, I'd already been overseas. I'd already seen carnage and what Al Qaeda and Islamic extremists were trying to do to us. I mean, we fended them off from sinking the fucking coal, for Christ's sake. But there was definitely an element of, like, holy shit, like, it just got fucking real, immediately. It was an interesting position to be in. It was a good position to be in because I had that context of pre 9/11. I came in when Clinton was still president, and my first deployment was during his tenure, and Bush got elected, while I was in my first deployment, but first platoon rather. But anyway, I'm always curious to talk to guys, where they're at in their life with 9/11 that are SEALs, because everybody has a different point in their life and how it impacted them. That's pretty wild. So I'm assuming you didn't make it home then.
Well, actually, I did. My dad came to pick me up, and we went home, and I remember like I said, it had not hit me yet, and it didn't hit me until I could, how you can just tell, when people are kind of looking at you like,
yeah, they're fucking worried,
and their actions is what then it hit me. It took a while, but then when I saw that, I was like, everybody else is acting really weird.
yeah, some shit's going on.
Yeah.